With a window to achieve a trade deal with the US rapidly shrinking, the European Union says pretty much everything is up for discussion, with the exception of its new digital rules.
Again, no. Even when it comes to implementation, we're not in discussions with third countries about how we're going to implement our own legislation. So that's not on the table when it comes to negotiations with the United States.
With the US arguing the laws unfairly target US companies, they are what the success of any agreement may well come down to.
The problem is they have a lot of very unfair taxes. They have a lot of taxes that you wouldn't put on, and they sue all our companies. They're constantly suing Apple and Google and all of these companies, and getting in front of judges that essentially almost work for them. I guess they do work for them, the European Union judges.
The Digital Markets and Services Acts are predominantly about regulating large American tech companies like Meta, Amazon, Google, to bring their behaviour more into line with EU values. But EU laws are much stricter than those in the US. So across the Atlantic, they are often viewed in the same way as a tariff or a barrier to business.
I can't really see the EU doing much to sort of meet Trump halfway, since these aren't really legislative acts they can remove at a moment's notice. So yeah, if Trump really sticks to his guns and says that these have to go, then we're going to be in a real tough situation.
For Trump, the issue is on the table, meaning the hurdles to reaching a deal couldn't be higher. Just as the EU's trade envoy heads to Washington for last-minute talks with American counterparts.
There's a lot to discuss, so at this stage I can only tell you that we want to achieve as much as possible, something which would be fair for both sides.
A similar move by Canada saw Trump end all trade discussions with the country, something the EU is keen to avoid, especially when Trump has threatened a no deal could see tariffs of anywhere between 20% and 50%. Then again, there's still the possibility a last-minute delay could be granted. Victoria Innes, TRT World.